What if getting started is what makes you ready? In this video, I'll show you 5 simple shifts that help me move from procrastinating to action taking, even when my mind fought me. No hype, no fluff, just real tools that work when motivation doesn't. This is episode 6 of the Reinstel life. By now you know, this series isn't about hype, it's about maintenance. Confidence, trust, rhythm, we've built the foundation. Now it's time to move, because a man who stays in his mind ends up living in the wrong neighborhood. Thinking doesn't set you free, doing does. Here's the truth about procrastination most people never learn. It's not a time problem, it's an emotional one. When you avoid a task, you're not avoiding the work, you're avoiding the feeling attached to it. Fear of failing, fear of not being enough, shame that you haven't started sooner. Your brain doesn't say, "This is hard." It says, "This feels threatening," so it pulls the fire alarm and hands you comfort. A video, a snack, a sudden need to clean your desk. And it works. You feel better for a moment. But every time you choose relief over effort, your brain learns avoidance equals safety. You're not broken. Your brain just got used to soothing instead of starting. And anything learned can be unlearned. Stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" Start asking, "What emotion am I trying not to feel right now?" Once you see the pattern, you can change it. Avoidance feels safe in the moment, but long term, it's expensive. Every "I'll do it later" chips away at your self-trust. Not loudly, quietly. In your confidence, your mood, your posture, your sleep. You stop believing your own word. You stop setting goals that matter. You don't rest, you hover in guilt disguised as rest. And slowly, you start to build an identity around hesitation instead of action. I lived that and didn't notice it happen over time until one day I woke up and realized I was behind on a life I hadn't even started living. That's the true cost of procrastination. It's also, however, the turn. Not the shame, the awareness. Because what your brain learned, it can relearn. Let's teach it motion again. How do you shift from procrastinating to taking action? Not by waiting to feel ready, by making starting emotionally safe and ridiculously small. Here are the frameworks that worked for me, backed by neuroscience, not hustle slogans. Framework 1, the 2-minute opening. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it. If it's bigger, work on it just for 2 minutes. The goal isn't to finish, it's to start. Momentum beats motivation every time. Framework 2, name the feeling. Before you avoid, pause and name what's there. I feel anxious. I feel overwhelmed. Labeling the emotion reduces its power. You take it out of the dark. Framework 3, micro steps. Break the task into stupid, small actions. Open laptop, open document, write 1 sentence. Tiny steps calm the brain's threat response. Framework 4, environment wins. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your setup. Phone away, workspace clear, tools ready. Design makes discipline unnecessary. Framework 5, self-forgiveness. If you slip, don't attack yourself. Shame fuels procrastination. Self-compassion builds momentum. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress you can repeat. As we've done in previous episodes, the best way to implement change is through practice. Here's a simple 7-day reset to retrain your brain. Day 1, name the emotion. Before you catch yourself procrastinating, pause and name the emotion you feel. Boredom, anxiety, overwhelm. Labeling the feeling breaks the automatic avoidance cycle and gives you control instead of reacting on autopilot. Day 2. Just 2 minutes. Commit to just 2 minutes. Start, don't finish. Open the file, write one sentence, take one step. Momentum builds naturally once you begin. Action creates motivation, not the other way round. Day 3. Energy protection. Set a timer and focus for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. One cycle only. Short bursts protect your energy and reduce the mental resistance that makes tasks feel huge. Day 4. Micro steps. Choose one task and list the first 3 micro steps. Open laptop, open document, title the page. Small chunks eliminate overwhelm, making the work feel doable instead of intimidating. Day 5. Remove distractions. Pick one distraction. Put your phone in another room. Block social media. Turn off YouTube. Changing your environment reduces reliance on willpower and makes focus easier than avoidance. Day 6. Forgive and reset. If you slipped, don't attack yourself. Say, it's okay. I start fresh right now. Self-compassion keeps motivation alive. Guilt kills momentum and fuels more procrastination. Day 7. Reflect and plan. Look back at your wins this week, even the smallest ones, and celebrate consistency. Then plan your first tiny task for tomorrow. Clarity tonight makes taking action tomorrow automatic. The win isn't finishing, it's proving you can start again and again. That's how trust comes back. There will be a moment, maybe today, where your mind says, not now. That's the edge. When it shows up, don't argue with it. Don't negotiate. Just take one tiny step. 2 minutes, one sentence, one action. On the other side of that moment is your identity shifting. That first reluctant start, that's the rep that changes everything. When you act before you feel ready, something real changes. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop fighting yourself. You start trusting yourself again. Action becomes who you are, not because you don't feel fear, but because fear doesn't get the first move anymore. That's what living as an action taker actually means. Not fearless, just done waiting. You were never lazy. You were just avoiding a feeling, and now you know how to move through it. Pick one thing, give it 2 minutes, start now. When you do, drop a comment. Day 1 started. We build from there. See you in episode 7.